Hey y'all. Okay, welcome back. Welcome back to the channel. All right. So we're going to talk about the green smoothie challenge. Started it today was day 1. Today was day 1 for me. So prayerfully some of you guys will come on. If not, catch the replay. It'll all be good. So before I start this, I do want to say I want to read something that I believe is very important when you're doing stuff like this. Let me find it. Okay, it says, here's a disclaimer. The author does not guarantee that any product's recommendations will provide you with the same benefits she has achieved. You should seek a doctor and do your own research to determine if any of the products or recommendations made in this book by the author or me, who is relaying information, would work for you. Additionally, I'm not sponsored by anybody. I found this online. I was just Googling, trying to figure out something that worked for my body type. And I'll tell you how we got here. But this is in no way, the long and short of it is that this is in no way meant to replace your doctor's say-so knowledge, advice. This is just what I'm doing and what a lot of people have done as it works for their body. So before you chime in or jump into anything, make sure that you have chatted with your physician or somebody who takes care of your overall health to make sure that you are well. Hey everybody. So let me know who's out here, where you chiming in from. This again is just my journey. I started my weight loss journey this last time because I've been on weight loss journey for years, and I really would like to get off the journey. I would like to arrive at some conclusions. I would like to arrive at a final destination. I would really, really, really like to be satisfied with where I am in my body. As I age, it has become a challenge, but that's okay. So the other day, let me see, today is Monday, so not Sunday, Saturday night, I was in my room in here where I am now, and I was praying to the Lord, and I said, God, you have been able to help me get out of debt. You've been able to help me get over being lonely. You've helped me be able to be a single mom. You've helped me to be able to be a giver in the kingdom. You've helped me do all the things. There is no reason why you can't give me a supernatural strategy, why you can't help me with my weight. And immediately the Lord said to go on a cleanse. So let me just prep you guys. You're going to see a couple videos coming out. There's a video coming out tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern time. And you're going to hear me talk about what I'm eating. Now, these videos were already pre-filmed. You're getting this 10-day green smoothie fast detox challenge in real live time. So I don't have to go film a video. So when you watch those other videos, if you watch, just remember those were already pre-filmed. This is in live right now time. So as I was praying, the Lord brought to my mind the smoothies. Now I have very staunch ideas. I don't believe in chiropractors, and I don't like to drink my calories. And at one point in my life, when I was unable to walk, I went to a chiropractor who is a spirit-filled believer, and she helped me. She helped me be able to walk again and to walk well. She helped me so much, and I don't believe in chiropractors. And I don't believe in drinking my calories. I like to chew. I like the sensation of chewing and what that brings for me. I like to cook. I love to be able to go into my kitchen and whip up something. It gets my creative juices flowing. But the Lord told me to do the green smoothies. And he's like, okay, you asked me what I wanted you to do. And I was thinking about health, biblical health. What does the Bible say about health? And I'm not saying that I'm not going to eat meat, because some people like, well, in the Old Testament, eat this, and in the New Testament, eat this. I had shrimp for dinner. But there are some principles in that smoothie cleanse that I can go in and look at. So I'm not going to talk at you face to face. I'm just going to pop you over to the resources that I found because I think some people might be interested. I will share this little bit. Currently this morning, my weight was 180. So I've gained a few pounds back. I was down as low as 161. But at 161, that was in May. I was not looking healthy. I didn't look healthy, and I wasn't trying to get to 161. It's just how small I had gotten at the time. I wasn't doing anything specific or special. I just cut my portion sizes. But at that size, I knew, because we went out to the wedding, I knew I didn't look healthy. I was worried. And the reason that I was worried is because when my mama passed from stage 4 lung cancer. She was skin and bones. My mother was very thin. She was already always thin, but she was skin and bones. And when I would look in the mirror, I looked like that. And I was like, God, I don't know about this. I'm not real sure about this. I was proud to be losing the weight because I'd been at 250. And I'd asked the Lord if I could lose 100 pounds. I was like, God, if you just let me lose 100 pounds. And I was close. I was 89 pounds from 250. But at 161, I was not the healthiest I'd ever been. At 165, when I had put on a few pounds, I still didn't look healthy. My children were kind of worried about me. And again, I wasn't doing anything different than I had been doing. I just lost the weight. And then I gained to 172 and I started to feel better. And I was like, okay, 172 is not bad. That's perfectly fine. And then I got to 175 and I was like, 175 is perfect. I've been reading a book, Becoming the Woman I Want to Be by Donna Parto, and 175 is my sweet spot. So I would say anything between 165 and 175 is where Shakema finds her happy place. I can live there for real. And then I started doing weight training. August 1st, 2024, I committed to working out every day for 365 days for one solid year. It is now October the 14th, which means, let me see. So that's 61 plus another. So I've worked out 76 days from August the 1st. I've worked out 74 of the 76 days. 2 days I did not work out because of traveling. I had traveled to a place and I did not have a chance to get to a workout. It was a long drive, a lot of driving. And so I made that commitment. I typically weight train 5 days a week. And in August and September, I had little weights. I had 3s, I had 5s, I had 7s, I had some 8s and some 10s, depending on what body part I was working at the time. I also have a weight group. I have a group that is just committed to helping each other, encouraging each other by tips and weight loss encouragements. One of the friends, she shares the workout every day. Then we go in and we talk about so we talked about sleep today. So I have I think there's 10 of us in a group together that's just encouraging each other to do whatever we're doing. So I work out 5 days a week, weights, and then 2 days a week I do the bike in the garage on the weekends typically. With doing the weights though, I'm going to gain muscle. I'm starting to gain muscle because I'm working out. In October, I moved up to 8s, 5s, 8s. Still for my shoulders, I probably need to do 5s and 8s. 5s, 8s, 10s, 12s, 15s, 17s and a halves, and 20s. Those are the weights that I use when I'm working out, depending on what muscle group I'm working at the time. So I was good at the 175, and then I started gaining weight because of the strength training. And it really started to bother me because I do not want to be 250 again. And as I age, the perimenopause has just been one of those things that it's been hard to balance my hormones. I don't have a uterus. It's hard to balance your hormones. But there's nothing impossible for the Lord. So I was praying and I said, God, you've been able to help me do everything else in my life. You can help me do this as well. And so that's when the green smoothies came in. So I weighed this morning, 180 was my weight. I did my measurements, body measurements. We did that last night because I truly want to see what happens in the 10 days. Now, there are a couple things that I do have challenges with. One thing is digestion. I've always had it. My grandfather had it. My mother had it. My older son has it. Shamika has it. Jackson has it. So they are lactose intoleration. They run to the restroom when they have lactose. It doesn't bother me. I don't go at all. So I'm on the opposite end of the spectrum. Instead of being able to have regular moving, nothing moves over here. And I told my doctor, I said, once a week is about mine, kind of what I got. And she's like, well, for some people that's normal. And I'm thinking in my head, that is not normal for any person. No person should, no person. I had my first colonoscopy this year at 48. And in my results, he says I have some deep caverns where waste can get trapped in because I am not a regular person. So I try to do all the things to promote regularity. I do take supplements to promote regularity. Being on keto, I was taking magnesium. I'm taking magnesium now, which is not going to harm me at all. And so I just try to keep regular as best I can. But that is a challenge that I have. When I started working out August 1st, I also committed to getting in my water. I've been seeing the doctor since April of last year. Actually, I was seeing her since October of the year before, my lifestyle coach. And then we actually started to get really, really serious April of last year. And then we're in October of this year. So it's actually been 2 years that I've been seeing her. And we right now don't have any more appointments because I am at maintenance weight, just to kind of keep myself on I don't want to be dependent on anything other than the Lord for what I need. And I know it's a mind shift. I know it's a lot of things. So anywho, just a couple of things that I struggle with. I struggled even sharing my weight, like, because people going to start counting. Hey, ma'am, well, she was 161. Now she 180. Gosh, she just gained 19 pounds. But at 161, I felt good in my body. I wasn't feeling ill. When I would look at myself in the mirror, I would see my mother, and my mother was sick. And so it just played in my mind, Shakema, you're sick, even though I wasn't sick at all. I've not been sick any of this time, but my body was so small. And I think it's just because I wasn't used to seeing myself small because I've been big for so long. Even when Shamika saw me at the wedding, she was like, Mom, I was concerned because you was looking sick, because my kids had never seen me small. My young Shamika was the only one, but then by the time she grew up to know anything, I was big. So she didn't know me small, right? I've been smaller than this. I had Shamika and I was 142 right after delivery. So I have been smaller. I think for me though, being healthy and 161 is totally different. Or being doing the strength training, if I get to 161, it's going to look different on my body than being 161 without the strength training. I hope that makes sense, but whatever. Okay. Everybody has to work out their own journey. So I am learning to be okay with the fact that I've gained a few pounds back, but my body looks uniform now. I am still in apple shape, so it doesn't matter how much weight I gain, I'm going to gain it in my stomach. My pants are still a size 10. I wore a size 10 pants yesterday. I still wear a size medium clothes. I refuse 100% to go back into anything over a medium. I think it's just, it is true. I'm experiencing it. I think it's just so different for me as I age. And I'm not used to this because I haven't been this age before. So it's all different. And we all have to kind of make our peace and find that right relationship between food and healthy living exercise, and I'm trying to exercise so that I can get off my last blood pressure medicine. When I went to the doctor the other week, my blood pressure was a little bit elevated, and I don't want to be on medication. So I said to her, I'm going to deal with this naturally. I'm going to work out, and I've been going to the gym. I had to go to an appointment today, and the girl was like, "You go home later?" I said, "No, ma'am, I'm going to the gym." She's like, "You go to the gym every day?" I said, "Yes, ma'am, I do every day, except the weekends. Because if I don't have to go out the house, I don't. I just work out in the garage. But every day, I pack my clothes. I don't even, if I forget, I stop. I come back. I grab my clothes, and I put it in the car. I'm going right to the gym, and then I'll come home after. So that's just become a routine for me, and I'm okay with that. The other thing was getting in my water. So 64 ounces is what is recommended. When I was meeting with my doctor, she wanted me to have 96 ounces. So I was kind of in this, I got to figure this out mode. So I average between 80 to 96 ounces. I'm floating, but I'm averaging that. Y'all, my office is all the way down at the end of the hall. The bathroom is all the way down at the other, totally opposite ends. And when I have to go to the bathroom after I've drank all that water, I try to have my water finished by 11 a.m. And then I'll have a cup of coffee, usually a decaf, but on the cleanse, there's no coffee. So I haven't had coffee today. Fine. But I did have all my water. I think I had a little bit over 80 ounces. And I had 32 ounces of smoothie. Now, she recommends you get 32 to 60 ounces or 36 to 60 ounces of smoothie a day. Now, here's what's not going to happen. This is the last of my green smoothie, and I'm not going to drink this. And the reason I'm not going to drink this is because I put some protein powder in it, and it's horrible. And I didn't read through, because she talks about protein, so make sure we get enough protein during the day, even though we're doing the green smoothie. And that's horrible. I can't drink that. Tomorrow, I will not put any. This was what was left after I filled up my big cup for the day, and I just drank it throughout the day. This is the last little bit that was left, 8 ounces. And I put a little bit of, I put only like a half a scoop of protein powder. I can't do it. So I start over tomorrow with a new batch of smoothie minus the protein powder, and I should be able to finish all of it. So I wanted to share with you the resources that I found, because I know somebody may ask, what are the resources, or what are you doing, Shakema? So I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to actually put my phone back on so I can see any comments that come through, because I want to make sure that I answer any questions that might come through. So I'm going to do that, but then I'm going to share my screen. So what I was able to find was the shopping list. I was able to find let me see what I want to find. Let me figure out which one is the one I want to share. Okay, this is a 10-day green smoothie. That's what I want to share, because this has it all compacted in one. Okay, so I'm going to share this with y'all. Now, again, same thing that she says. I'm not trying to peddle any medical advice. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not anybody except a regular person doing my regular journey. I know what my issues are. I know what I'm facing in my body, because I've been under my doctor's care for a long time. I actually have a doctor's appointment in 2 weeks to see my regular physician for my annual checkup, and prayerfully, that checkup will go very well. My goal in doing this cleanse is very strict. I want to detox my body of anything that is addicted to, like sugar, and I want to lose weight. That is a primary goal for me, because if I lose weight, and I gain muscle, then I won't feel like all I'm doing is gaining weight. Does that make sense? I want to lose as much as I can in the 10 days because I'm still working out. I know I'm going to build muscle, but I don't want to have what I have now plus build muscle on top and then have to try to lose weight later. It makes sense in my brain. Okay. So this is the Green Smoothie Cleanse by JJ Smith. It's been out for a long time. As far as I am aware, it's been out for a long time. Look it up. She does say, she's not giving you any advice. And then she says, whatever's in this book, prayerfully, all the links and stuff are still correct now. It was right at the time of publication. So, she says the information in this book is for your education. The same. I'm just telling you what I'm doing. I'm not a doctor of any kind. I can't tell you what works for your body because I don't know your body. I can only tell you what works for mine. It's not intended to diagnose, to treat, or cure any medical condition or dispense advice. If you follow the plan, you should seek advice or counsel from a licensed health professional and use it at your own judgment. So if you just decide to do this, that's your choice. Okay, remember, it's your choice. You decided. Okay. So then she talks about weight and being frustrated and all that. What people want to know. Why do the cleanse? She said last year, after years of clean, healthy eating and detoxing, she was bedridden with a mercury poisoning from a silver dental filling. Oh my goodness. Now in here, she does have this little quiz thing that you can go through to see if you need to do the detox. She'll give you some questions and you answer yes or no. And then if you score a certain number, she's like, probably for sure you should do it. And then the least amount of number you have, the less you should do the detox. But, anyway, she said, I had high levels of mercury in her brain, her gut, her liver, her kidneys. She couldn't get out of bed for 2 months. And when she did, just making the bed required that she lay back down and rest. Okay. So her health was bad. Her energy was gone. She talks about that. And then she decided that she was going to do something to get her health and her energy back. And she was going back. This is a very plant-based approach. It takes out a lot of your fats. I mean, there's no fat at all. It takes out your fat. It takes out a lot of there's no red meat. It's kind of like plant-based, vegan, pescatarian. It's not even Mediterranean because you don't have any type of animal byproducts like milk or cheese. There's none of that in it. And so that's why she decided to do this. Now, again, look in this camera and hear me. My energy is amazing. I'm not tired. I have amazing energy. I think it's from the working out, but I also think it's because I was living a pretty healthy lifestyle before this came about. I feel good in my body. I haven't been sick. I haven't been ill. I haven't had the flu shot. I haven't had no COVID shot. I haven't had nothing. I just feel very good, but I've committed to a healthy lifestyle of living. There's certain things that I will eat, certain things I will not eat. I had a piece of cake yesterday for dessert because I knew I was doing this today, but I had a very little bit of food. And I think I only ate one meal yesterday, which is I ate brunch, but we had spaghetti squash. I ate a little bit of spaghetti squash. I had some salad, but I only had a little salad. And I did have some cake for dessert. So I didn't have a ton of food yesterday. I didn't intend to eat a ton of food yesterday. So I'm not doing this because I don't feel good. I feel very good I feel the best I've ever felt. I'm still on medication though. I'm on one half of one medication and I can't seem to jump that bridge to get off of that medication or jump that hurdle to get off of that medication. So this is an effort to do so. She says, once I created the 10-day green smoothie cleanse, I asked if I could get 10 of her family members and friends to do it with her just so she can have support. So I have a support group. And I told the girls this morning, I said, hey, y'all, I am doing the 10-day green smoothie. I'm actually going to try to look into, I'm going to try to get a scale that measures my body fat, my water intake, and body fat, water intake, and something else because I read it in here. I don't have a scale like that. I just have the scale because sometimes building muscle is heavier than the fat that I'm trying to get rid of. So again, that's why I'm trying to get down to as base as I can. So as I continue with my working out, I have 290-ish days, 285 days more in this 365-day challenge to make sure that I committed to the 365 days, even though I missed 2 so far. But she got 100 of her family members and friends. And then before she knew it, it was 10,000s of people that had joined the Facebook group. And a lot of people have done this over the years. So anywho, again, I'm not joining her Facebook group. I have enough groups going on. I just pulled up this information. I read through it, highlighted it, printed out what I needed, and I went and picked up my foods. So let me see what everybody wants to know. Okay. So she says the most common health improvements after 10 days is weight loss. She said most people have about a 10 to 15 pound weight loss when they stick to the regimen. Increased energy, mental clarity, better sleep, reduced cravings, better digestion, and less bloating. So a couple of things on here that I'm looking forward to, which is the bloating, less of that, better digestion. I don't necessarily crave sweets, although I will eat a sweet every now and then. I rarely eat them. I don't keep stuff in the house that makes me want to eat things. And if it's in here, like yesterday when my friend we had brunch, she brought over cake and ice cream. And when she left, that cake and ice cream went right home with her. No, ma'am, you may not leave that. Whatever you bring, you got to take home. Okay, I ate a piece of cake and that was it. Had a cup of coffee with it and moved on with life. All right, I'm going to move down to just tell you where I was for today. Oh, this is the little quiz thing that she had, right? So every person could go in and look to see what these questions are. And you answer yes or no for yourself. Do you crave sweets, bread, pasta, white rice? I don't crave any of that stuff. I'll eat it, but I don't crave it. And I very rarely, because I was keto for so long, it's very rare that I'll eat any of those types of things with the exception of a nice sweet every now and then, because sometimes I just want something. I will eat the keto-friendly bread, but even very rare on that because carbs make me, I'm afraid of carbs. That's just my truth. I know what they do to my body and I don't like them. The next thing is, do you eat processed foods or fast food at least 3 times a week? That was a no for me. Do you drink caffeinated beverages like coffee or tea more than twice a day? I don't drink caffeinated coffee at all. I drink decaf, but generally I get 1 cup of coffee in a day because now I'm trading in all the coffee I used to drink with the water. So I don't have enough room for a pot of coffee plus 96 ounces of water. So I pick the water over the coffee. I try to get a cup in. I kind of reheat it a couple times just so I can finish the whole cup, but rarely do I have more than that. On the weekend, maybe. Do I drink diet soda or use artificial sweeteners at least once a day? I do not. I bought some 0 sugar cranberry ginger ale and tried to drink one. I think I drank 1 and Jackson drank the rest. I've drank so much water now. That's kind of my preference. And I always try to keep a bottle close so I can get my water in. Do you drink less than 64 ounces of good, clean water a day? That was a no. Do you sleep less than 8 hours? That was a yes. I do not sleep 8 hours a night. It doesn't matter what I do. I went to bed last night at 9:30 and my body was up at 1:30. I was just awake. I had all the sleep I needed. If I go to bed early, I am typically up between 1:30 and 2:30. Generally 3:30 to 4:30 in the morning, I am awake. And it's like, okay, what are we doing today? So I think my body just needs less sleep, but my doctor's like, Shakema, you need 8 hours. I can't make myself sleep. My mind is not racing. My body's just awake. I'm up. And I know other morning I was up at 2 a.m. and I didn't go back to bed until like 9 the next night. And I was fine. It was good. It wasn't a problem. I don't take anything to keep myself up. I was perfect. The next question, are you sensitive to smoke, chemicals, or fumes in the environment? None of that bothers me. I've taken she asked, have you ever taken antibiotics, antidepressants, or other medications? I've taken antibiotics plenty. I've taken other medications, blood pressure medication for sure, just different things. So I answered a yes on that. Have you taken birth control pills or other estrogens? I've taken birth control pills way, way back in the day. So I counted for that when I gave that a yes. Do you have frequent yeast infections? That's a no. And I stopped having that when I stopped eating carbs. When I started doing Atkins way back in the day when Atkins was a thing, I never had any more issues with that. But before, because I was so big and I would just eat stuff, I would have those, and I don't have them now. Do you have silver dental fillings? I think that all of my fillings have been replaced. I don't think I have any silver at all in my mouth anymore. So I think I answered that was a no. Commercial household cleanings, cosmetics, and deodorants. I put a yes for that. Do you eat non-organic vegetables or fruit and meat? Yep, because I just get what's on sale. And so you just go through that list, right? There's a whole bunch of questions you want to ask yourself. You just go through the list. And then she says, if you score 20 or higher, you will significantly benefit from detoxing. If you were between 5 and 19, you will likely benefit from a detoxification program for improved health and vitality. I scored a 10. And if you score below 5, then you actually probably are toxin free. Now, again, I'm attributing to my low score of all the work that I've done so far with my doctor. I'm not doing this for any other reason other than the fact that I am now strength training and I'm gaining muscle and my number on the scale keeps moving in the wrong direction for me. So I need to drop some weight. I need to get my digestion together. So as I continue in this exercise journey, healthy journey, that I'm not building muscle and putting it on top of fat. I know that as I build the muscle, the fat will decrease, but I want to start as baseline as I can. All right. Then she says, okay, here we go. 10 days, each day you drink up to 60 ounces of green smoothie, right? So it's up to 60. She wants you to do at least 32. You can do up to 60. I did my entire smoothie this morning. I have a blender that does all the blending. She tells you can do 1/3 every 3 to 4 hours, or you can sip on it throughout the day as you get hungry. I think I got hungry once today, right around the 10:30-ish hour, which is usually when I would be eating my first breakfast. And so I did have some snacks in my bag. I had an apple. I had some carrots. I had cucumbers. I had a hard-boiled egg and 1 can of tuna. So I dumped the tuna in a little small bowl. I had 1 boiled egg on top of the tuna, and I ate on that for about an hour, just a little here and a little there. I didn't eat all my cucumber, didn't eat all my carrots. Those will be my snack for tomorrow. I had a few pistachios on my way out the house for my breakfast. She says if you eat nuts, only do a handful of nuts because nuts will make you gain weight. So I did a handful of nuts, and then I had a little 100-calorie pack almond and walnuts. I meant to just get almonds. I don't like walnuts, so I threw those in the trash. I just ate the few little almonds. And then when I came home, I had a meal after I did some workout in the garden. So I'm doing the modified smoothie detox. I'm doing 2 smoothies a day, or 32, 36 ounces of smoothie. And then I'm doing 1 meal, and she recommends you do a salad with something, with a protein if you need a protein. All right. Drink at least 64 ounces of water a day, or herbal teas, no coffee. So I've had 53 plus 32, it's like 85, 86 ounces of water today. is what I've had. I won't do any tea. No sugar, no meat, no milk, no cheese, no liquor, no beer, no coffee, no soda, no processed food, no fried food, no refined carbs. Those are the things that you do not consume. Now, is there anything on this that I consumed? I did, right? So I'm counting meat, but that's because I'm doing the modified. If you're doing the total full, there's no meat. It's smoothies all day for every meal. I'm doing one meal a day. Now, towards maybe the third or fourth day, I might do all smoothies, but I'm just kind of edging myself into it. I'm not having a problem, but I want to make sure that because I am strength training, because I went to the gym today, I only did a 20-minute small workout. I didn't want to overtax my body knowing that I'm not getting the amount of protein that I normally would. So I did come home and have one piece of tilapia, and I think I had 18 shrimp. 14 is a serving. I don't know why Jackson put 18, but I just ate them because he took them out. One tilapia, 18 medium-sized shrimp, and on a bed of mixed greens. I did not have a creamy salad dressing. I had a Skinny Girl Asian ginger sesame oil dressing or something like that. 5 calories, no sugar added. And so just trying to keep in line. But again, because I'm working out at the gym, I chose to have a dinner meal. All right. What else does she have? She talks about 10 great reasons you want to do nutrient-rich ingredients. So what I picked up, what else did I want to show y'all? Let me go back. I'll chat with y'all. I can share something else if I need to from there. Hey, everybody. So I went to the grocery yesterday. I went to Aldi and I got 10 bags of spinach. Now, if I had read everything really clearly, I would have gotten... Sorry, y'all. My sister is telling me something. That is not really good right now. Lord have mercy. Okay. Praying for him in Jesus' name. Okay. I got 10 bags of spinach because every smoothie calls for 3 big handfuls of spinach. I got coconut water, although she says, hold on, y'all. She says don't get the coconut water because it has something about coconut water. So just use regular water. But I had already picked up the coconut water. Oh, no. Dang it. Okay. Somebody passed. I'm sorry, y'all. And I just got that new message on my phone. I apologize. The coconut water, right? So now tomorrow I'll just use regular water. The other thing that I bought, okay, so every day, let me show y'all this. There is a smoothie of the day. There's a smoothie of the day. I'll show y'all this one because this will be good. So you have a shopping list for the first 5 days. So days 1 through 5, she tells you what to get. And then for the second 5 days, 6 through 10, she tells you what to get because every day there is a smoothie. So today was berry greens. The one thing I did not have was the frozen grapes. I didn't have grapes. So what I did was I put cherries. I had went to Aldi and I got frozen fruit. I got the berry blend, the cherry blend, the strawberry blend, the strawberries and bananas, the tropical. So I think I got 5 big bags of fruit, which should take me all the way through the 10 days. If not, I can always pick up some more on grocery day because I'm not buying groceries this week because I'm doing the smoothies. I'll probably get stuff for the kids, but I'm not buying for me. And then I bought flax seeds. Sister asked for chia seeds, so I got her chia seeds, and I bought stevia packets. I just put one packet in mine. It was pretty okay with the one packet. I find, because of the texture that I deal with, the one thing that's important for me is keeping it cold. If it's cold, I can whoosh it on down. I can just be done. Tomorrow is apple strawberry, and so I'm going to do the greens, the water, a banana, 2 apples, strawberries. I don't have the mixed greens, so I'm gonna have to use spinach. I don't have mixed greens. I just have, oh yes, I do. I've got some mixed greens I can use. And then of course the stevia or the protein powder, which I am not doing that. And then day 3 is banana berry. Day 4 is berry peach. I don't have anything peach, so I may pick up some peach frozen fruit, peach berry spinach, pineapple spinach, peach pineapple berry, spinach kale berry, apple mango, and then pineapple kale. Now, as you go through the book, if you don't want to do, she does recommend that you follow the 10-day smoothies that she put on there. But if you do it again, or if you keep, if you modify your eating to incorporate a smoothie a day as you do your regular eating after the 10 days, she gives you a whole nother list of smoothies that you can try, right? She puts it all together for you like that. So today for me, because I'm talking 41 minutes, I got to go. Last night I packed my snacks. So I made sure my tuna was ready. My Jackson boiled me some eggs in the Instant Pot. So I have 4 more eggs. I believe I told him only do 5. I have 4 more eggs in the Instant Pot. That he peeled. I had 1 can of tuna, 1 egg, 100 calorie packed almonds, walnuts, which I threw the walnuts away, carrots, cucumber. And that's what I had in my snack bag, just in case I needed something to get me through the day. I have a case of water. I take a case of water to work every week, and I pull out the number of waters I'm going to drink. I sit them on my desk, and as I go through the day, I just throw them back. Now, if I have classes, I will drink 1, then go to a class, drink 1, go to a class. I put them between my classes. If I don't have classes, I'm just chugging and lugging because I don't have the option to go to the bathroom when I have classes. So I did that, ate some of my snacks. I still have carrots left. I still have cucumbers left because I didn't get to those and I didn't need them. It was fine. I went to the gym right after work. So about 3:45, I made it to the gym. I did a 20-minute HIIT workout, only body weight today, but it was a HIIT workout. I follow a girl. Her name is Cummings is her last name. God, I can't remember it. Sydney Cummings, because she just puts it out there. That's what the ladies in the group do. And every day, if you want to do the workout, you do it. If not, okay. I don't want to come up with the workout, so I do what they put in the group. And then I came home. I worked in the garden for about probably 45 minutes to an hour. I was out there pulling weeds. I was weeding. I was using the hula hose, so I counted that in as some extra working out. Then I came in, washed my hands, got myself situated, and I got my dinner together. I only did the mixed greens for dinner and the shrimp and the fish, 1 piece of fish. And I drizzle with a little bit of that dressing. Maybe 2 tablespoons, if that. And then that was my meal. I've drank all the water I need, but because I am feeling a little bit hungry right now, either I'm going to finish up my carrots or I'm going to just drink another bottle of water, which would put me over 100 ounces for the day. And then it's right back at it tomorrow. Some people don't weigh until the end of the challenge. I'm going to weigh every day just because I weigh every day now. And that's just normal for me. So I'm going to weigh to see if I if anything happens. She says you should be having movements about 2 to 3 times a day. And if not, then there is something that is not right. And I know my system is not traditionally normal. So I do take my magnesium before I go to bed. I am having some issues again with my sleep. So we talked a little bit about what could I help with sleep. And there's some calm that some of the ladies recommended. I don't traditionally deal with sleep aids because I have the asthma and I don't want to have an attack in my sleep and not be able to wake up. So I typically don't take a sleep aid of any kind. I will just be awake. But anywho, y'all, that's kind of day one in a nutshell. I don't know if you want to hear about this every day for 10 days. I can go through a little more of what she puts. I can go through a little bit more of what she talks about in the pages that I found each day, and then tell you how I am making out. I'll probably bring I'll have some of my snacks tomorrow. I'll show you a few of the snacks that I have. Maybe I'll be in the kitchen. I don't know. I do have some sleepy time tea, and I thought about that. I was like, I could probably do the sleepy time tea, and that might help me because I'm going to go to bed right now. It is 7:33, and it will not be long before I go to bed because I've been up since like 1:30, and I'm tired now. But it was a good day. It was overall. Here's the thing that I thought about, and I thank the Lord for helping me. Anything we want to do, we can do. We just have to want to do it, right? So if it doesn't get done, it's just because we don't want to do it. I have self-control over everything I put in my mouth. I have self-control over whether I take my body to the gym or move it or walk or whatever the case is. I'm not real big into cardio stuff. I'd rather just go and lift weights. When I first started losing weights, it was because I was lifting. My pastor's wife was a personal trainer, and she was training a couple of us girls in the church, and she trained me to lift. So I am here for lifting. I've even thought about doing an amateur bodybuilding contest or just training my body as if I was. I don't think I can wear that little skimpy outfit to be judged, but I want to train my body that way. And so I know for me, I have to detox and get everything in me out so that I can start building on the best foundation that I have. And so for me, today wasn't a hard day. There's plenty of days when I fasted and haven't eaten anything. I was glad to have the smoothie to sip on throughout the day. Is it my favorite? It's not, because I do have a texture issue. Also on my blender, I didn't realize that there was a smoothie function. I just blended it. But tomorrow I'm going to use the smoothie function. Maybe that'll help it be a little bit more looser or something. I don't know. But there's a lot going on in there at one time. So I'm going to do my best. It wasn't bad. I'm looking at my calendar to say, is there any days coming up that I need to be concerned about eating something? And there is Sunday. Sunday is always Sunday brunch here. So because I'm doing the modified cleanse, I will have my one meal on Sunday at brunch time instead of having it at night, which is typical normally. So I'm going to have that one meal at brunch. And I was like, okay, Shakema, you worked that out. So I sat down with my calendar. I schedule out my days. I'm writing out where I started. She's like, don't be upset at yourself if you gain a few pounds and lose a few pounds. She says, women, we have about 10 pounds of water weight. That's just how our body is. So I have to be able to continue to flush. And I'm going to be okay with it. Wherever I end up at day 10 is where I end up at day 10. But I'm giving my body a chance. I'm giving myself a chance. I'm putting myself out there to say, hey, have you really done everything you needed to do? You asked the Lord to help you. This is what he gave you as a means of help. Now you got to follow the program. So I did pray about it. I did ask the Lord to help me. And this is what he gave me to do. And so I'm going to do it with as much fidelity as I can. I went ahead and got all my ingredients. I don't have to go back to the store for nothing. I have everything. And it is all well. I'm getting up at 5:30 so I can have enough time to pack up my stuff and make the smoothies, grab my shower, get dressed. I get my shower, get dressed. Then I come to the kitchen and do all the kitchen stuff. I grab it and I just go, right? So I'm getting up at 5:30 to make sure that I have time to do all of my things. 6 at the latest. If I don't want to get up at 5:30, I can get up at 6 and still be okay. But so that's day one, y'all. Pretty simple. Those resources, I typed in 10-day smoothie cleanse PDF and everything came up on that one sheet. It has everything. I got 3 different sheets because it took me that long to get to the one. Or you can purchase her book. She does have that available on Amazon. So if you're interested in purchasing her book, you can purchase it on Amazon. I did not purchase it. I just found online, and this is helping me. Again, I prayed, and this is what God said. So there it is, y'all. I'm tired. I'm going to probably make a cup of that sleepy time tea and just sit in this chair and warm my feet by the fire because it is cold. And that is going to be it. I will see you guys tomorrow night, depending. I've got some stuff I got to do after school. I'm going to go gym, and then I got to go drive a little ways to do some stuff that I'm going to tell y'all about this week. Not tomorrow, but I'm going to tell y'all this week. So anywho, love y'all. If you need anything, y'all know, just leave me a comment below, like the video, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you next time. Bye, y'all. Thank y'all for joining.